Alright, Cowboys Nation, welcome back to Cowboys News TV, your number one source for all things Dallas Cowboys. Today, we're diving into a hot topic that's got everyone talking. Could the Cowboys consider an in-season trade for Dak Prescott if things start to go south? This is one conversation you won't want to miss. But before we get into it, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Your subscription is incredibly important to us and helps us reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Together, we can make it happen. As the 2024 NFL season approaches, the biggest storyline around the Dallas Cowboys remains the silence on Dak Prescott's contract extension. The speculation is heating up, and teams around the league are keeping a close eye on Prescott's status. The hope is that both sides will eventually come to an agreement, securing Prescott's future with the Cowboys. However, if the season begins without a deal, could the Cowboys consider trading their star quarterback? Let's break it down. If the Cowboys start the season poorly, the team might look to capitalize on a profitable market for Prescott. Bleacher Report's Brad Gagnon has detailed this scenario in his early bold predictions for the 2024 trade deadline, suggesting that while quarterbacks rarely move mid-season, the right conditions could make it possible. Gagnon states, if a contender were to suffer a major injury at quarterback, or if a team like Las Vegas or Seattle finds itself in contention despite their current quarterbacks, a deadline blockbuster involving Prescott could come to fruition. Imagine the impact of Prescott joining a team like Seattle or Las Vegas. It would be a game changer for their season. But here's the catch, any team interested in Prescott would likely have to give up significant draft capital. It's a high price, but one that could be worth it for a franchise quarterback. Now, let's hear from you, Cowboys Nation. Would you support a mid-season trade for Dak if the Cowboys start off poorly? Drop a Y for yes or an N for no in the comments section below. And don't just vote, tell us why. Your opinions matter, and we love hearing from you. Another potential motive for the Cowboys to consider a trade would be the emergence of Trey Lance. If Lance proves himself during the preseason and early games, showing he's at least on par with Prescott, the Cowboys might see value in making the switch. Remember, Lance needs some real playing time to prove his worth, and this season could be his chance. It's also worth noting that Dak Prescott has a no-trade clause in his contract, so any deal would require his approval. This adds another layer of complexity to any potential trade discussions. However, the scenario where Dallas falters dramatically this season seems unlikely. The Cowboys have won the NFC East 2 of the last 3 seasons, posting a 12-5 record each time. Despite their postseason struggles, the current roster looks strong enough to compete for a playoff spot. But let's play devil's advocate for a moment. If the Cowboys don't perform as expected and Prescott remains unsigned, Dallas risks losing him for nothing in free agency next offseason. This adds even more pressure to get a deal done or consider other options. Now, shifting gears a bit, I want to know what you think about Trey Lance. Should the Cowboys give Lance more playing time to see if he can be the future QB1? Vote in our poll and share your thoughts in the comments below. Before we wrap up, let's take a closer look at the potential benefits and risks of trading Prescott mid-season. An acquisition of Prescott would undoubtedly be a season-altering move for any team. For Dallas, it could mean gaining significant draft capital and the chance to develop Lance further. But trading away a franchise quarterback is always a gamble, and the team would need to weigh the risks carefully. And remember, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and enable the notification bell. Your subscription is very important to us and helps us bring you more great content. We appreciate every one of you in our Cowboys community. In conclusion, while an in-season trade for Dak Prescott seems unlikely given the Cowboys' recent success, the ongoing contract saga keeps this possibility on the radar. The speculation and rumors will continue until a deal is struck or the season unfolds. So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Should the Cowboys consider trading Dak if the season starts poorly? Is Trey Lance the future QB1? Cast your votes, share your thoughts, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. We'll be keeping a close eye on this story and updating you with any new developments. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any breaking news. Your support helps us grow and reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. We appreciate every one of you in our Cowboys community. One major aspect to consider in this discussion is the historical context of mid-season quarterback trades. While they are rare, they have happened before and can reshape the dynamics of a team. For instance, remember when the New England Patriots traded Jimmy Garoppolo to the San Francisco 49ers? That move had a significant impact on both franchises. Could we see a similar situation with Dak Prescott this season? Additionally, it's important to look at the teams that might be potential trade partners. Seattle and Las Vegas have been mentioned, but what about other teams like the New York Jets or the Minnesota Vikings? Both have solid rosters but questionable quarterback situations. Adding a player like Prescott could turn them into instant contenders. Cowboys Nation, let's get interactive. In the comments, tell us which team you think would be the best fit for Dak if a trade were to happen. And why do you think that team would benefit the most? Your insights could spark some great discussions. Moreover, trading Dak Prescott mid-season would not only have football implications but also business ones. Prescott is not just a player, he's a brand. His jersey sales, endorsements, and overall marketability bring significant revenue to the Cowboys. Moving him would mean losing a major financial asset. However, it could also open opportunities for other players to step into the spotlight. From a team-building perspective, gaining substantial draft capital from a Prescott trade could set the Cowboys up for future success. They could use those picks to draft young talent or trade for established players who fill key positions. This strategic flexibility could be invaluable, especially in a league where roster turnover is constant. Let's shift our focus a bit to Trey Lance. If the Cowboys were to trade Prescott, Lance would likely be thrust into the starting role. What do we really know about Lance and his potential? During his time with the 49ers, he showed flashes of brilliance but also had moments of inconsistency. This preseason and early regular season games will be crucial in evaluating his readiness to lead the Cowboys. I want to know your thoughts, Cowboys Nation. Do you believe Trey Lance has what it takes to be our starting quarterback? Should the team invest in his development, or is it too risky? Drop a Y for yes or an N for no in the comments below. And make sure to explain your reasoning. Your feedback is vital in these discussions. Another angle to consider is the impact of a potential trade on team morale. Dak Prescott is a respected leader in the locker room. Trading him mid-season could disrupt the team's chemistry and affect their performance on the field. The coaching staff would need to manage this transition carefully to maintain stability and focus. On the other hand, a bold move like trading Prescott could also send a strong message to the team and the fans. It could signal a commitment to long-term success and a willingness to make tough decisions for the greater good. This approach has its risks but could pay off if executed well. Cowboys fans, how do you feel about the team taking such a bold step? Would you support the front office if they decided to trade Prescott for future assets? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's debate the pros and cons of such a move. Now, let's address another crucial factor, Dak Prescott's no-trade clause. This gives Prescott significant control over his destiny. He would need to approve any trade, which adds complexity to the situation. Prescott's decision would likely depend on the destination and the team's potential for success. If he believes a new team offers a better chance at a Super Bowl, he might be more inclined to waive his no-trade clause. Imagine the scenario: the Cowboys are struggling, and Prescott sees an opportunity to join a contender with a strong roster and a real shot at the playoffs. Would he consider waiving his no-trade clause for a chance at a ring? It's a fascinating possibility that adds another layer of intrigue to this ongoing saga. As we wrap up this discussion, it's clear that the Cowboys are at a crossroads. The decisions made in the coming weeks and months will shape the future of the franchise. Whether they extend Prescott, trade him, or develop Trey Lance, the stakes are incredibly high. Before we close out, I want to remind you all to stay engaged with Cowboys News TV. We thrive on your participation and love hearing your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Your subscription helps us grow and reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Each one of you is a valued member of our Cowboys community, and we couldn't do this without you. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow Cowboys fans. Let's spread the word and get more people involved in these important discussions. The more voices we have, the richer our community becomes. Thanks for tuning in to Cowboys News TV. We're committed to bringing you the latest news, insights, and debates about our beloved Dallas Cowboys. Stay tuned for more updates, and as always, go Cowboys! Until next time, keep the conversation going in the comments, stay passionate, and let's hope for a fantastic season ahead. Go Cowboys!